Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the 50k team squad builder. This is the team that I'm going to be using for Futchamps as a 50k squad. A little cheap option, right? I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to play on the Xbox or PlayStation account. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me because if I'm a streamer, I'm going to play the games regardless, so I'm probably going to have time to do all of them in general anyways, right? Because when you just play games all the time, like it's not necessarily a hard thing to do the 60 games of Futchamps because you're a content creator and you're streaming, right? If you weren't streaming, you're just doing YouTube and whatever, it's a little bit different, right? But this team right here that you guys see is going to be the team that I'm going to be using for the Xbox accounts, right? So the Xbox account is the new account, right? This is why, this team is so cheap because I played 1 week of Division Rivals to get those coin rewards, and then once I got those coin rewards, I was able to afford it. So I just want to show you guys what we're working with in regards to the tactics. I'm gonna be doing it because I just got to do it. I just have to do it. So I'm gonna be using the 4-4-2, guys. 4-4-2, and I'm probably gonna put a defensive variation in the team as well. So this 4-4-2 right here, I'm gonna play 5-4 drop back, right? It's gonna be done. I'm gonna practice with it because I never really used it, and it just seems like a very effective tactic, so I'm definitely going to be trying it out. For the attack, this is Lodge's tactics, by the way, because this man is a beast, and he hooks your boy up with this kind of stuff. I'm going to check this out right now. Sometimes to use it, but style and balance. I think his tactics are the very generic ones. So it's the same as he has before in regards to instructions. He has stay back while attacking for the fullbacks, stay back while attacking cover center for the center mids, come back in defense for the left mids and right mids, and then come back in defense for the two strikers, right? So obviously, I think that stamina can be an issue from time to time with this team. I feel like in this game, no matter what anybody tells you, EA makes it more relevant to have fitness all the time, every single year, I think, because when you don't have full fitness, I do notice at the end that the players are way more tired than in general, right? The reason why this team is very nice is because, having Ander Herrera on that left center mid position with a 4-star weak foot is a very helpful thing, right? I always feel like that's always very, very helpful to have. If you look at his stats in general with the anchor, obviously you should probably slap a Shadow on these cards, but this is a 50k team. Shadow itself is like a solid, I believe it's I think it's like 5k. I think they're extinct. Not extinct, but you have to snipe them like a hunter card, right? Hunter on Morales, I was very lucky because I got him with 4,500 coins. I might consider just grabbing Shadow for some of these guys, but this is just a beginner squad, so maybe in the future we can upgrade it, right? Custom tactics. I'm gonna have a custom tactics for the 4-4-2. I'm gonna have one for the 4-2-4, right? Just in case I really need a goal back, right? Fast build up, so this is when players are just booming forward here. And then we have this one, which I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play super douchey over here. So nice little 4-2-3-1 with super narrow tactics, depth on 4, possession based on that. 4 width is good on that. Players in the box will set to 1. This is just to kill off the game in Futchamps if we do end up doing all this. So stay back while attacking for the fullbacks, stay back while attacking and cover center for the center defensive mids. Really depends, by the ways, because sometimes it's actually better to have cut passing lanes on them. I've noticed that recently. Just gonna switch some of these around here. There we go. And yeah, I do feel like sometimes it's very, very helpful to tell them to cut passing lanes, depending on the situation of the game. Come back in defense for the left mids and right mids. Probably come short as well. Come short. Stay on the edge of the box because we don't want them to commit. This is, again, if you want to just kill off a game. We'll do false 9 for the striker. Come back on defense. And then we'll do that. We could do aggressive interceptions just because he's a striker. You never know if he actually gets the ball back, right? Come back in defense for him. Stay on the edge of the box for him as well. And bam. So those are the two tactics that we're going to be using in general. I have the 4-2-3-1. That's more of a fun tactic, right? This tactic over here, I've been playing with it in draft, and Is it a fun tactic to use in draft? Yes. Is it necessarily ideal to use in general? I don't know, because of the current meta with a defensive posture, right? I could switch this to 3-width, I think. I think 3-width might be okay too. And then we also have the ultra attacking variation where I'm going to need a goal back, right? So let's talk about each individual player in regards to them being cheap, right? So Aguilar over here is great because he's high work rates, right? He'll push up and down the pitch really nicely for you. I think you should still give him a shadow, to be honest with you. I think, honestly, most of the cards that you put in FIFA, defenders-wise, should have shadow, and the attackers mostly should have hunter if they're not really that great in pace. But some of them, it depends. It's very dependent, right? Because Keita Balde has decent pace, so increasing his dribbling as well as his finishing is ideal. Maybe I'm okay with his dribbling being as it is. Maybe I can give him a dead eye so I can increase his shot powers as much as possible, and as well as his shot power and his finishing together, just so that it causes more consistency. Yes, his dribble won't be that responsive, but I just feel like maybe the shooting boost would be more helpful, right? Because when you get into that final third, you want to be able to score the opportunity. So I might also do that as well, because shot power and finishing together is very important. Gonzalo Guedes maybe not necessarily needs a shot, doesn't really necessarily need the shot power, because he obviously already has very good shot power, but it would be nice, obviously, to have more. Morales is like a cheap beast in this game, I would say. +5 in the finishing, +10 in the shot power, with decent dribbling stats, considering he is 5'11" with a 4-star high medium work rates. Very good player. I think he works out in a team very nicely. Rodrigo has decent shot power. I increase his dribbling because his dribbling still isn't really there yet. So I like to increase it as much as possible. Finishing being a +15 is very helpful for certain situations as well. It's just there's certain angles where there's a specific shot where your players just kind of like shoot lasers, right? And you know, players like Ben Yedder do that, right? I wouldn't even say that Dembele does that. I think Ben Yedder does it. Neymar, Mbappe, Kenny Dalglish. Like Kenny Dalglish's card, I used him in the draft and he was unbelievable, right? Renan Lodi, again, should probably have a shadow on his card as well. But these are the cheap options, right? This is what you go with. This is what you find in the market if you can, right? You probably can snipe a shadow on them. It's possible, but you'd probably have to wait a while for you to be able to do that. But it will help you drastically in regards to gameplay, because I do notice with Renan Lodi's card that he does get caught out of position sometimes. So I could potentially switch him for a faster left back, potentially, if there is one from the Liga Santander, because I don't need link-ups with anybody in particular, because Diego Carlos already gets it with Neto. Diego Carlos with the medium-high work rates and the anchor chem style as well is also very nice. He's already pretty decent at pace. His defending and physical boosts go up substantially, so pretty decent card. Diallo I don't like because of his work rates, but he is the cheap option to get. There's not really any other option other than him. I could potentially get Kimpembe for this team, but this is a 50k team, so this could be cheaper nowadays than when I made it before. So yeah, and then obviously Neto is the goalkeeper, because Neto is one of the good goalkeepers in the game. I feel like he actually does a very good job. I think he does a better job than Areola does in game, to be honest with you. I recently got Ter Stegen in my PlayStation squad, and I'll be showing that on another day. But I think that Neto with 6'3" height and pretty decent stats as a Brazilian goalkeeper is very helpful, right? Because in the future, if I want to get like Longley, I can do that without an issue because the Barcelona links, right? Longley, I haven't necessarily tried him out on the PlayStation account just yet, but we're going to be taking a look at that. In regards to upgrades for this team, there's not really much you can go with, right? Like, obviously, you can get like Jordi Alba, get some Liga Santander center backs, CDMs. They don't really have that many CDMs. They have Arturo Vidal, but Arturo Vidal, I think, is he's high work rates, and high work rates is not preferable. It's better to have that medium-high on players in general, I believe, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the team. We play on the Xbox account from time to time. We had a very bad team in the beginning. We had the non-rare gold team, which we were still doing pretty well with, considering the circumstances. We did end up qualifying for Futchamps, so we will be trying that out. In regards to the transfer market on this team, I don't really have much working with. But for 24k, like I said, this team for a 50k team is very good. But I actually kind of want to check to see how much Kimpembe is, because high medium work rates is not ideal. I like the high work rates on Kimpembe, because I used Kimpembe for a little bit and he wasn't too bad for me. he is significantly cheaper than he was before. I could be able, like, and this is what you want to do, right? Shadow cards are like 5K, right? So what you want to do is you want to be able to see what his value is in general. So you can see right here that he's around 7,800, right? So at that point, since shadows are like 5K, that's what you want to buy the card with if you potentially can, right? So you can see that I'm going to go like this, not going to work out. I'm going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. So he's 7.8K. So you see that there's 3 cards here available in the market. We're going to check for the contracts here. So there's one with 28. We'll buy that one. And then bam, right? So you get a card with Shadow. You save money. You don't have to buy the chemistry style in general because that's obviously extinct. So that's with Kimpembe. Left backs, I don't think that Liga Santander has great left backs because I do realize that what's his face, Renan is caught out of position sometimes. And I think Jordi Alba probably costs a lot, obviously. So Liga Santander left backs. Let's see what they got working with in this league. So nothing crazy. They have Firpo, they have Marcelo, they have Nelson Semedo as an inform card, so not too bad as well. Jordi Alba is like around 75K. Yeah, so not really much to work with. So you probably have to go with someone like Renan. Ferland Mendy is pretty expensive as well too, but a pretty decent card as well. But that's pretty much it in regards to the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely be putting Kimpembe in the team because Diallo can be a letdown with those work rates from time to time, and I just need that PSG and French link. So I'll go ahead and list this guy on the market. He has a shadow card, so he could sell for more. Gonna go ahead and put Kimpembe in here, and we're gonna take it from there. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.